There are many questions regarding Gear 5th, and the common one is what is this Gear 5th exactly? To be precise, it is said that in all the world there is no power more ridiculous. Gear 5th is the culmination of the previous gears combined with the awakening of Luffy's devil fruit. Apart from its cartoony nature, Gear 5 has the power of imagination. Allegedly, it is the most ridiculous power that gives the user freedom to do anything. However, does that mean the previous gears were useless at this point? No. Gear 4th in itself is a strong power-up. However, it got more strong when Luffy learned to coat his attacks with Conqueror Haki. Still, Gear 5th came into play when Kaido almost killed our protagonist. Luffy used every strong technique to defeat Kaido, but still fell short of defeating him. Even though CP0 agent interfered towards the end, the fight was in Kaido's favor since it started. Sometimes Luffy damaged him, but never to the extent of defeating him. That's where the awakening of the devil fruit takes place. Almost at the brink of death, Luffy awakens his mythical zone fruit. So it was never about the previous gears. It was a hurdle for Luffy to surpass himself. Gear 5th is the embodiment of Sun God Nika, the warrior of liberation. So far, we have very little information regarding that, but the word Nika means grin in Japanese and victory in Greek. In One Piece, Nika was a deity who spread laughter among all the people. We first hear this name from Who's Who. He told Jinba that while he was in prison, he heard the name. The prisoner slaves were praying to a warrior called Nika to end their suffering. As we go forward, we get to know the devil fruit of Luffy is named after that god. During Gear 5th, a lot of things change. Apart from his strength, Luffy's appearance changes a lot during this transformation. There's also a big connection to the sun god Nika. Now there might be a major connection between Fishman with Nika, as we see the first reveal of the name was with Jinba. There's also have Fisher Tiger who freed the slaves and brought smiles to so many people. So Fisher Tiger might have come to know about Nika and named their crew Sun Pirates. However, it's all a prediction for now. For more information regarding this, we still have to wait. If we talk about his looks, then unlike previous gears, this one is a lot different. First of all, Luffy's look changes a lot in this form. His hair, eyebrows, and clothes, except the straw hat, become pure white. This pure white form might be the representation of his freedom. His pupils change and also get a shade of red. The pupils in close inspection look like the eyes of Emu or Mihawk. To end the design, he has a long white cloud around his neck. This may be a little bit inspired by the design of Monkey King Sun Wukong. Apart from the appearance, there's one other thing that has changed. In Gear 5th, Luffy's heartbeat changes a lot, and as we see, it is connected to his change of form. It sounds like drums of liberation. One question also arises that, what are the abilities of Gear 5? Luffy's Gear 5 main ability is freedom. Free from everything, including the law of physics. That's why it looks cartoonish. It is a depiction of freedom in many different ways. Gear 5 is the peak of power that Luffy has achieved, and it represents his ability of imagination. In this form, Luffy is no longer bound by the restrictions of his previous forms. He can fight with a new level of creativity and freedom. He has the ability to turn his surroundings rubbery. We have seen this from Doflamingo and Katakuri before. Also, the abilities of Gear 5 are all about the Toon Force. Luffy can stretch his body to any length, operate his environment, and even defy the laws of physics. This gives him a ridiculous level of power that no other character has yet achieved. In Gear 5th, Luffy's Haki control got better. Unlike Gear 4, he was using both Ryu and Conqueror's Haki coating very easily. Almost every attack was covered with Conqueror's Haki, and it was super powerful. The personality of Luffy in Gear 5 also changes as we see him with a very carefree and happy attitude. Luffy is always smiling and laughing as the fight had become very enjoyable to him. He was not bound by the fear of death. According to Luffy, he was getting stronger in accordance with his heartbeat. It looked as if he was sure of his victory. So in various ways, Luffy's Gear 5 is a manifestation of his personality. Luffy is a free-spirited character who always had wild imagination during fights. It is a form that gives Luffy's imagination more freedom to blossom. But as we have seen in One Piece, not a single power comes without consequences. Every gear Luffy has used had some major drawbacks. Just like that, Gear 5 has some drawbacks. First of all, using it for a long time drains Luffy's life energy. It is kind of like Gear 2 drawback. However, there's a catch to it this time. This not only draws Luffy's life force, but also makes Luffy aged like a very old man. However, so far there is not much information regarding this and how severe it is, because after a moment we see Luffy just forced his heart to beat the specific rhythm and goes back to Gear 5th. So we will update this section as we get more information regarding this. That's all for today, and thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing my channel for more awesome videos.